What was the word for and?
Che.
Che. You can also find ki for and as well, like before vowels. Ke or ki, and, is used in quite a few expressions in Greek. It's used quite creatively as a word. For example, we've seen it in ke άλλο and other, meaning more. Thelis ke άλλο, do you want more? We've seen it as also θέλω και εγώ, I also want, or ki εγώ. And we can combine ke in quite a few ways to get different meanings. We already saw very briefly ke etsi, meaning so, like and so, ke etsi. Now we know that could also be ki etsi. Etsi was like this, and like this. So therefore, in a sentence like, I didn't like it, so I left. So how would that be? I didn't like it, so I left.
Δεν μου άρεσε και έτσι έφυγα.
Very good. Δεν μου άρεσε και έτσι έφυγα. We could say etsi ke etsi as well, again combining with etsi, which means like this. Etsi ke etsi means so, etsi ke etsi, or etsi ki etsi.
Έτσι και έτσι.
How are you? So, how did it go? So. But we can use ke in all kinds of colorful ways. For example, we could have anke, if and, anke, if and, like even though, anke,
Anche.
So you could say, even though I'm very tired, I will come. How might that be? Even though I'm very tired, I will come.
Αν και είμαι πολύ κουρασμένος, θα έρθω.
Very good. Anche είμαι πολύ κουρασμένος, θα έρθω. The word for sick is arrostos. Arrostos in the masculine.
Άρρωστος.
Even though I was unwell, I was sick, I went to work. Give me the first bit. Even though I was sick.
Αν και ήμουν άρρωστος,
Anche ήμουν arrostos, I went to work. I went was πήγα. We had that strange form from piano, πήγα. So I went to the work or I went to the job.
πήγα στην δουλειά.
Very good. Anche ήμουν arrostos, πήγα στην δουλειά. Or we could also have sti δουλειά, as the is a soft consonant. Anche ήμουν arrostos or arrosti for feminine, πήγα στη δουλειά. So che, other than and, might also be carrying meaning from the Latin che, like in Spanish or Italian that you have che, which means like that. It would be a huge coincidence that anche in Spanish is aunque, and it means exactly the same thing, even though. So you may find some odd, colorful, and creative uses of and maybe you need to zoom out a little in the sentence to understand its meaning by the wider context. To exemplify also how flexible this che is in different sayings, both che etsi and anche, if we turn them around and we say etsi che an or ki an, we have completely different meanings. Etsi che can be used like a warning, for example, etsi che I will come and find you. If you do that, something like this, like a warning. And of course we saw chietzi as like and so, and therefore. We saw anche as although, even though, and then ke an or kian means what if. Tikian means so what. Tikian. But like I said, ke is really used a lot in Greek. Some more examples: ke αυτό και εκείνο, both this and that, and this and that. If you want to say both this and that, ke αυτό και εκείνο. You can use it in other ways to emphasize. For example, if you want to say, I can both sing and dance. Και τραγουδάω και χορεύω. And I sing and I dance. Meaning I can both sing and dance. Και τραγουδάω και χορεύω. Like I'm not just a singer, for example. You might hear και τρως και πίνεις. Και τρως και πίνεις. And you eat and you drink. This is a saying meaning like, you are doing two things at once when you shouldn't be. Και τρως και πίνεις. You eat and drink at once.